I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz with this pink stuff.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Let's go, D.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson, and a little floater there is incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Giving more than when I get expected at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Throwing again, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Darius Geis, the ball.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to
19 yards that time for number 19.
19 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Roethlisberger. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A gain of 17 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, this is Geis. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Geis. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Steelers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The one who brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 33. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made. Well,
I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LII.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he comes back with one complete. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIIs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
180. Show that bench release and go. 48.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Pittsburgh.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Ravens 21, Steelers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down. With guys. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right back to Dobbins on first. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Jackson on second down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 31. Now a handoff for Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 49 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Jackson, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 48-yard line.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Geis going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A 3rd down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Delaney Walker. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 50-yard.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Ebron with it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And Walker has it. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
5-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a 1,000-yard rusher season ago, it's Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He's still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
On the keeper, a loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at